What's up, you guys? So this past weekend, we went out, got an opportunity to run the same 5K course that we ran a couple weeks prior to that. This time in Nike Vaporfly Next Percent 2s, last time in Saucony Endorphin Pro 2s. And, you know, I do have the Endorphin Pro 3s, and I see a lot of great reviews on them. But for some reason, I just don't feel like those are the right 5K shoes for me. I feel like they're soft, and I feel like the first mile feels really good, but the second mile feels like really hits my legs. And I don't understand. Maybe I'm not striking the ground right on this particular shoe, but I did not want to run on those, so I went back to my Pro 2s, which have been my 5K shoe for the last 2 years or so. And so the first time I ran 21:34, and you know, I felt like my legs kind of died at the end. Granted, I did not taper much. I tapered the week of, but the prior week I was doing like back squats for 20 reps. I mean, I pretty much crushed my legs the week before because I knew I was going to be tapering the following week, so I wanted to get as much in as I could the week before, and I think it cost me a little bit. And it was warm. I mean, it was over 60 degrees, so I was sweating real good at the end. I prefer cooler races. So, plus I'm running the same course, so the second time around had more course familiarity, which helped a lot. So, this past weekend, got a chance to go back out, tapered pretty much from the last 5K to this one. So my legs were fresher. And obviously I had the course familiarity and the Nikes. So I feel like probably the Nikes may have made up 15, 20 seconds. I was definitely going faster either way. But I feel like the Nikes made up an extra maybe 15, 20 seconds. I probably would have been like low 21s had I not had on the Nikes. So they're legit. They felt good, felt springy and bouncy. There was no type of issues with knee pain or any type of rubbing issues or blisters or anything, which is what I was worried about because I have wide feet. But they turned out really good, man. They're softer than obviously the Pro 2s, which are fairly firm, but they're just really efficient. So this time I ran 20 minutes and 51.9 seconds, which is exactly 0.1 seconds faster than my previous best, which was 20 minutes and 52 seconds, set back in 2012 at ironically 212 pounds or so. Because I actually had food poisoning the week of, lost a bunch of weight. Turned out I ran a good 5K. So 12 pounds heavier, but with new technology shoes, I'd probably call it about even in terms of, you know, balance of performance. So my plan was to, so this particular time, so the first time I ran out the first mile at a 6:47, and then I ran a 7:03, and then I ran a 6:57, and my legs were hurting at the end. Like, I was hurting bad. There was a couple of people like not too far in front of me, and I couldn't go get them. Like, I didn't have the legs to do it. Because my legs were done. Maybe like 3 seconds. I think there was a guy in my age group who beat me by like 3 or 5 seconds or something like that. And that's usually people that I'm gonna walk down at the end of a race. This particular time I went out 6:37, actually running with a pack, which was out a little bit too hot for my taste, but it turned out pretty well. I did 6:37, and then I did 6:42, which goes back to the course familiarity, tacking that downhill in the midsection of the middle mile of the, actually dead center of the race, attacking that downhill section, and then kind of let myself rest on the uphill before exiting, so that my legs didn't have to take so long to recover. So using that downhill to my advantage really helped strategy-wise. And then my last mile was a 6:42. So that's pretty good, man. And then I finished at a 5:18 pace for the last, you know, 10th or some change of a mile. So overall, pretty happy with that. A couple people passed me like in that last mile, and I was able to turn on jets. I still had jets left. So that tells me that, you know, I did, you know, have more left in the legs. Shoes, taper, there's a combination of things that went into that. but definitely the shoes did play a factor. So with that being said, I plan on going back to the lab, getting ready, maybe coming out in February or March or something like that and running the same course until I found out that the same course, there's another race in 6 weeks. And so I said, you know what? Let's see what we can do in 6 weeks. So really, it's like 4 weeks, maybe a little over 4 weeks that I have to really kind of put in the work, building up a base, doing some longer cardio runs and things of that nature to see how much we can shave off of this 5K. There's nothing left in the tank in terms of effort because I redlined for 19 minutes. Like real talk, I redlined for 19 whole minutes in this 5K. So that was maximal effort. I think my max heart rate was like 180 beats per minute or something like that. My Garmin read 188, but my actual heart rate strapped to my zone said it was 180. So the next time is going to be sheer training performance related gains. So we're going to try for it in 6 weeks, man. We're going for the gusto. We're throwing caution to the wind, and we're going to go out here and see if we can improve on that 20 minutes and 51 seconds. See if we can't get down around, you know, well, we're going for 19. Let me be clear. We're going for 19. So my first mile is going to be 6:25-ish. I need 6:22 average pace, but I'm not sure that I can run a 6:25 and not a 6:22 straight off the bat and not blow completely up. So I'm going to start off a little conservative, like 6:25, 6:28-ish. And if I feel good in the second mile, I may try to, if I can pick up the pace a little bit in the second mile, I may try to do that. But at least we'll be like maybe low 20s if I don't blow up on the third mile. So that's our goal. Go off hot, see what we got left in the tank at the end, and test our metal a little bit. You know, see what we got. See what we got. Should be cooler. If it's cold, like 45, that's ideal conditions for me because that keeps my body absolutely cool, and my performance is more easy to sustain because I build a lot of body. So anyways, guys, you think we can do this thing without blowing up? Y'all let me know down in the comments. We're going to go out here and try to do our best and see if we can get close to that 20-minute threshold. I can taste it. I can taste it, but 51 seconds is a long time in a 5K. That's 17 seconds per mile I got to make up. That's a lot of time per mile in 3 miles. Like when you're already hurting. 17 seconds in a mile is a lot, especially 17 seconds per mile 3 times over. So it's going to be, my work is going to be cut out for me. But we'll see where we're at going into next year, and then we'll go back to doing it. But we are really engaged in trying to break this 20-minute barrier. So y'all stay tuned, man. Let me know if y'all think we can get this done. All right, holla at y'all later. Peace out.